Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting, and hopefully helpful Corvette stuff. Today we're going to talk about one particular year in Corvette production where they made more versions of the Corvette than ever before and haven't ever since. So let's talk about the 9 Corvettes made in 2009. So as you guys are probably aware, there have been years where there were special edition Corvettes, anniversary edition Corvettes, all kinds of different one-off special kind of paint and trim packages or performance packages all through the Corvette's, 70, 80 plus years of history, whatever. Here's the thing. There was one year in which they made 9 different versions of the Corvette. And that was 2009. So we got the 9 and 09. And that seems like a lot, but let me break it down for you. Obviously, you had the base coupe, and you also had the base convertible. There were 8,632 base coupes made and 3,326 base convertibles made. That kind of goes without saying. You also had the Z06 Corvette, which they made 3,386 of that year. And of course, in 2009, they introduced the powerful and amazing ZR1, of which they made 1,415. So that is 4 of the 9 that they made. But there's more. They also offered what they called the Competition Sport Special Edition. Now, the idea behind this package was it was going to have some more track-focused bits. A lot of things that weren't needed in the car were kind of pulled out of it, and it got, the Z51 package and all the best stuff that those cars really had. The idea being that this was the car for people who wanted to do track days and wanted to not race, but actually use the car in a more sporting manner than just using it as transportation. Some of the special things, it had special racing pedals in it that are different from a normal Corvette. It had carbon fiber looking engine covers, just a lot of neat little touches. It also included a VIN matched number decal that came with the car that the customer could choose to install or leave off the car. So if your VIN number last 4 were 4176, your number on the side of the car would have been 76, which is pretty cool. So they were available in they were only offered in the coupe or the Z06. Convertible was not part of this. There were 52 competition sport coupes made, and you could have gotten that in either blade silver or Arctic white. And there were 20 blade silver or black Z06 offered in the Competition Sport Special Edition. So very low production, very rare car. Next to the Competition Sport Special Edition that year, they had the GT1 Champion Edition. Now, the GT1 Champion Edition was to commemorate the huge amount of success that the C6R race car run by the Pratt & Miller race team had experienced all over the world. And that was offered in either Velocity Yellow or Black. And they made a coupe version, of which they built 53. They made a convertible version, of which they sold 17. And they had the Z06 version, which they sold 55 of. Obviously, the cars were made to kind of echo the look of the C8R. Had special trim, special interior stitching. Above and beyond the paint and appearance, though, there really wasn't much to that car where they had tuned it to be anything specific like they did with the Competition Sport. This was just kind of a commemorative edition, limited production run. They didn't make very many of them. They're very rare today. So, base coupe, base convertible, Competition Sport coupe, GT1 Champion coupe, GT1 Champion convertible, Z06, Z06 Competition Sport, Z06 GT1 Championship Edition, and the ZR1. That brings us to a grand total of, count them, 9 different versions. But wait, there's more. They actually had one that wasn't offered to the public, but was still made in 2009 and would have been, actually is, the 10th version of the Corvette they produced. and that was the Hertz ZHZ convertible. Now, 375 of those cars were made. They were never offered to the public because the only customer for the Hertz ZHZ convertible was obviously Hertz. And of course, once Hertz was done with them and they sold them to the public, you now can find them at car shows and find them on sale online for every once in a while. We actually have 2 customers locally, each of whom have one of those convertibles. So yeah, boy, they really were busy in 2009, weren't they? I mean, the new ZR1, all these different packages, the Hertz package, yeah, they outdid themselves. I imagine everybody needed a long vacation after all the planning and work that went into that year. But there's never been a year with more variety in the Corvette production. So if anybody ever asks you, in what year did they have the most variety available, most versions of the Corvette available? Well, unless they do something really crazy in the future, that year is 2009. I hope you enjoyed this little fact-finding mission with me, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Have a great week.